Hey guys, it's me, Sneaker Dan, back at again with another new video. Today I'm going to do a really quick review and overview of the Maniere 5s and the Dawn colorway. This is one of two collaboration sneakers for the Air Jordan 5. I guess like series or pack that Maniere is going to be releasing, or they have already released technically. I was actually thankfully I was able to get these shoes on Tuesday, which I guess right now it's 2 in the morning here where I live. So technically Wednesday. I actually got these a day earlier, which was the Tuesday, which I'm very happy about. But these are one of the two shoes that are coming out. There's the Dawn colorway and there's also the Dusk colorway. I actually hit two pairs of those, so very happy in regards to that. I'm probably gonna try to sell one of them off to one of our friends because I know he was looking for one of them, just for of course for retail pricing overall. Um, but I was able to I hit the Dawn pair on the APB raffle, but I lost on the AMM Air of raffle. But just overall, very happy with the outcome and everything. It's been a great 2 weeks for me from shoes, so I'm very happy. Let's get right into the review. The box is nothing really special, honestly. It's pretty much just kind of like a blue box, a little bit more a pale blue type of color box. There's no really any branding or anything. There is like a Jumpman logo on the side of the box and the lid. Other than that, the box is overall textured, meaning like it has like a logo symbol of Maniere, which is AMM for the abbreviation. It's pretty much kind of like printed on all over the boxes. You can feel it. It's very textured. Other than that, there's not really anything special in regards to the box. I also got these in a size 11 women's. So if you translate from US women's to US men's, it'll be a 9.5 in my size. The Dawn colorway came in mainly woman. It comes in woman's sizing, but pretty much it gave almost up to the full men's sizing. I think like the biggest size you can get for these are like probably size 13 to 15, I believe. And so if you are a guy, you are in luck. For most people, you should have or are able to get a pair up to size 13 to 15, I think. But other than that, let's open these up and see what it looks like. So I say open these up, but I already took a pair out. So here they are. Boom. The Air 5s. And off the bat, first off, initial impressions, they look beautiful. Oh, it didn't smell good though. You know what? You know what I've really noticed in regards to smelling a lot of shoes. Kind of a side tangent. Any shoe that I get from the sneakers raffle or Nike in general, they have a very distinct smell to it, and then that's not very chemical. It's kind of some type of smell of it. But every time I get a shoe from Shoe Palace or like from other retailers for overall Jordan releases or Nike shoes, they always have a very distinct chemical smell to it. The chemical smell, the closest thing I could really compare it to is honestly my reps. The reps that I buy and compare a lot of my shoes to, they smell like this. But I know this is not a rep because I got it from ABB. So interesting. It's just a little interesting side tangent. Doesn't smell good, but besides that, initial impressions, shoe is great. It looks awesome. I love the colorway. I love the color blocking and everything of it. I really like the certain details of the shoe as well. And so let's get right into it. So materials of the shoes are actually feels wise, they feel good. I'm not sure if the quality of the leather is actually good. So the whole pretty much all over the top of the shoe, the upper part of the shoe is pretty much all leather upper. Um, is it really good leather? I'm not a really big you know, I guess a professional in regards to that. It feels nice in hand. The leather is pretty decent as well. It's not super thick, but it's not like super like thin, like paper thin. It has a pretty good size on it. Will I say it's an amazing leather? Not really, but I don't think it's terrible leather. I think it's slightly above average. I know I've been saying this a lot for the last my couple of videos, but honestly, the leather really have been a little bit better than usual in my opinion. Maybe it's just the pair that I've been getting, but the leather on these do not feel bad, and they don't overall look too terrible. The leather is actually, it feels like it's better qualities just in general, just off the feel wise. It's not a typical Jordan synthetic leather in terms of like, it feels very plastic, but it actually feels like a real leather, like a real leather composite all over the shoe, which is always a good thing. So I think the materials around this time for this release is actually pretty decent. And that's pretty much the first part of the upper part. Pretty much on the bottom of the shoe is pretty much the air. It has an air unit. As for the midsole, you can even see the air unit on the heel right here through the see-through hole, which is always great. Um, Traction, typical Jordan 5 traction, herringbone traction on the forefoot and the heel. Overall, pretty decent shoe, I will say so. Um, the netting is pretty much just, typical same old good old Jordan 5 netting all over the shoe. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for the materials. Materials are, pretty decent, not too bad. Looks wise, what I think about the shoe. Looks wise, it looks beautiful. It's really awesome. What I really, really like about this pair in particular is three things, honestly. One thing is the color of the soles. As you can tell, they are very yellow. They're almost, you can even argue, piss yellow. I don't think there's an issue because even the off-white Jordan 5s in the sale colorway comes in this color. I don't think it's a big issue. I actually like it a lot because you don't have to worry about it getting dirty as often because it already has that dirty vintage look. I think it's a really nice shoe in color. Does it help the shoe pop out a lot more than it should, which is always a very, very good and key thing to have. That's the first thing, what I really like about the part of the shoe. Second thing, what I really like is pretty much the side panels. The side panels is not a typical netting of the Jordan 5s that you guys all know and love. It actually comes in pretty much the AMM or Maniere abbreviation logos all across the netting, which is a really awesome touch, and I think that's really cool and phenomenal, honestly, too. You really can't see it through the video, but it has like pretty much the pattern of AMM all over on the side panels, which I think was really, really cool. And the third and last thing is honestly just I really like the 23 logo on here, and also the Nike Air. Nike Air, as you guys know, it usually only comes for a lot of the OG retro colorways, or I guess from what I've seen or heard from wear testers is that they usually put this on bigger collaborations. Maniere is one of their is one of Jordan's bigger collaborators together working on shoes. So I really like this. I always like having this on the back of the shoe, and then I'm sure a lot of people as well like it. Overall, I think the shoe is really good. I think it's really beautiful, and I really like how it looks. I really like pretty much not only just the color of the shoe, but as well as the materials of it. A few little pointers or other thoughts, I guess, in regards to the shoe is that I've noticed that the shoe is actually a lot thinner than most Jordan 5s. Jordan 5s are usually known to be very puffy. The tongue of the shoe is not really puffy, including the sides. The closest thing, honestly, that I can compare this pair to in recent time is only the Jordan 5, off-white Jordan 5s, coming in regards to the sale colorway, which is like pretty much kind of like the fire red, and as well as kind of similar to the Jordan 5 off-whites. I forget what it's called, but they're like gray. It's the one before the sale colorway. I'll say that. It's pretty much exact. It's very similar. Quality material. It's very similar in terms of design wise of how everything is pretty thin on that pair. Compared to those two with this in terms of quality wise, I think this feels a lot better in hand. I will say. Another thing is what I really like about the shoe is also the blue portions of the shoes really helps let the shoe pop out a lot more. And lastly, the top of the shoe. In the video, it looks actually completely white, but it's actually not. It is white, but I think it's more of a kind of like a smoke gray, very light, kind of like ashy smoke gray type of colorway color on top of the shoe, which I don't think is an issue. I like it. It will not get as dirty as easily compared to just having an all white pair, which will probably get ruined in the next couple of like days or even weeks of me wearing it. So I think it's a really good shoe. Overall, I think the shoe is phenomenal. I'm really looking forward to wearing this pair and then breaking them in, and I'm really excited for them. overall, I probably give these a 9.5 out of 10. These are probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Alma Maniere collaborations. Overall, like if you comparing to even the Jordan 1s, the Jordan 3s, and even the Jordan 4s and the Jordan 12s. I like the Jordan 3s. I'm not a big fan of it. And coming from me as a person too, I'm not a big fan. Like not a big fan. I mean, coming from me as a person, Jordan 3s are in my top 5 favorite silhouettes in the Jordan lineup. And the fact that I'm saying that I like these better than the Jordan 3 Armor Maniers says a lot. I really like this. I really like this collaboration. This has been the main collaboration that I've been really looking forward to for the whole entire year, and I'm very happy that I was able to get a pair. I give it a 9.5, only because of two things. Materials wise, it's not the best, of course, and also it's very thin, so I can't tell if it's a really good quality. And as well as, lastly, even though I kind of pointed as it being a positive, is it the yellowing of the shoe. The yellowing of the shoe, the main issue I have with these is that I like how it looks. Only issue is that it actually continues yellowing. I think some people will argue against that. I am not, because I have multiple pairs of the off-white Jordan 5s in in pretty much with the piss colored translucent sole. They're yellowing very much, and they look more than piss yellow. They look like dehydrated piss, like you're paying brown pee out to that point. And honestly, that's not a big issue as long as you wear your as long as you wear your shoes. Because as long as you wear your shoes, it's gonna look beat up anyway, so you really can notice it. For the people who don't wear it, and especially for me, because I have so many shoes I have to rotate out of and try to wear, I should have wore those a lot more than I should have. But I will say that the brown, it doesn't look great, honestly. And so this is my one fear of the shoe. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully maybe they change the kind of the composite of the yellow soles, and so it'll be a little bit different this time around. But overall, that's the only reason why I kind of deduct half a point off. This shoe is phenomenal. I think it's a really good pair to have. And if anyone's who's really looking for a big collaborative type of like Jordan in the series, I think this is a really good pair for you to have. It's versatile. It's all pretty much almost all white with hints a little pale blue. Goes really well with a lot of outfits. Heck, right as of right now, if you see the shoe with my little crew neck right here sweater, it fits my whole outfit. What a surprise! And so, great shoe. I bought this shoe for a whopping $258. It was a very expensive shoe, mainly just only because I believe the shoe retails for, I want to say 230, just because Alma Maniere collaborations, they tend to cost a lot more than the average shoe. But the retail price of the shoe, I can't remember on top of my head. The total price came to $258 for me, because of not only for tax, but on the Maniere collaborations, for some reason, you have to pay $20 in shipping every single time, which is a pain in the ass to pay. So you add in $20, and then there's also like an anti bot protection that you also have to pay out of your own freaking pocket, which is like $5.83, I think. And so everything together, it came out to $558 for me in the state of Maryland. So give it what it may, that was the main price for the shoe. I don't think there's going to be any more raffles for these right now. So the only way for you guys to get these pairs is on StockX or other reselling websites. Prices for these right now from sizes 9 to 10.5 really varies. They've been going down and up, very fluctuating. I've seen right now, as of right now, I see prices for these pair at least from $275 upwards to $320. It really fluctuates. Honestly, I don't think the price is gonna drop down at all. Honestly, I don't see these pairs going below 250 just because of how I think these pairs and adults are pretty limited by themselves, and so really seeing that in terms of that, it will really, I don't think it's gonna fluctuate too much. I think if not in the next year, it's probably gonna go up. So if you are trying to buy a pair, I think you should try to buy a pair as soon as possible, honestly speaking. Definitely check the market as much as possible. Try to get the lowest price but I don't think these are gonna decrease in price anytime soon. I see them actually increasing in price in the next couple of months, I will say. But overall, great shoe, 9.5 out of 10, and I'm glad to have them. That's about it for this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys always tuning in, watching these videos. I know some of these videos can be long, and I know I always say quick review or overview, but it's just I have a lot of stuff that I want to say and kind of like tell you guys in regards to the shoe, or even side tangents, which is always my babe. Please look forward to my next video, which is the Maniere 5s in the dust colorway. Those will come out hopefully in the next 2-3 weeks, hopefully. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.